Yeah, welcome everyone on board right now. We move. This is 10 minutes of up to five, so we move. Okay, my name is Prince Yemi Kasali. I'm a global coach when it comes to crypto trading. And when it comes to networking and intact, then one of the things you need to know about me is I'm a born teacher. You understand? I teach, naturally. So listen attentively to my teaching today, where we'll be talking about internet money making system along with crypto trading. They're making use of a wonderful robot called uTrading. Before you move on, I want you to empty your cup of tea so as to have more space for more tea. Okay, so please, whatever you have in terms of crypto trading, in terms of you trading also, or in terms of internet money making system, please at least unlearn it so as to learn more. So I'll always want to take you back to the economy where we have things funny nowadays. The economy is a little bit funny. It's a very, very funny situation whereby foodstuff are no more times two. When it comes to price, it's no more 2x. It's more than 4x right now. What we used to buy at 20,000 in terms of Naira, I'm in Nigeria, is not even good at 70,000 Naira right now because it's more expensive. And this has been accepted by the this has accepted nationally, and that is why we have seen a lot of news around the economy. We are seeing a lot of news saying this is worse than the past decades. Decades is worse than whatever we would have faced in 10 years. That no matter what, we need to move on and we need to at least survive. So, and how do we survive? Yes, there are options of people, running away from the country to look for greener pasture or to look for a better place to stay, like trying to look to go to developed countries and, and try and earn in that US dollars or probably in pound or probably in euros. So, and we keep asking ourselves, can everybody afford this? Does everybody has the capacity to travel out? Then do you really want to face what it costs, the cost of traveling out, selling everything you have and, starting from scratch, starting from the beginning. And from news of people who had left this country, we know that that is another sacrifice for another 4 years. And then in the next 3 to 4 years, you're not expecting much from those set of people. And it is even by luck that you see someone being stable for in the next 4 years. It is always, it is always tough, starting afresh, especially when you have no one around, you have no you are not financially stable in a new place where you hardly even get good jobs. You want to, pile up 3, 4 jobs together in order to at least make ends meet. It's not something that is easy. So what do? We always focus on what's within our control. And if you have the money to start your life afresh by leaving your country, selling of whatever you have, and trying to at least start afresh, fine. But if not, then hope is not lost. So, what is the major reason why you feel other countries are better off? Fine, they have their social amenities, which is okay. But I guess the major reason why a lot of people feel like disappearing is because they want the global money, and which is the United States of American dollar, the USD, or probably they want to earn in euro or in pound sterling. And that is exactly the major reason why we feel we should leave, because we feel like, okay, over there, if I make this kind of money, which is a normal money over there. Like it's normal thing. It's like the normal complaint of the economy is over there. But when you are able to save and convert it back to your own local fiat currency, it makes sense. And that is the reason why most people feel like, disappearing and start afresh. Okay. But well, the internet seems to be magic and seems to make money magically. So magic, internet money. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Internet can provide us that platform of earning that US dollars or pounds or euro without us living. And I think it's even better in the section of if you just want to change environment for the respect of being an Americaner or being a British, of exposure or probably, I don't know what else again. But when it comes to economically, I think it is better staying in a less economy and earn from the global economy. But I understand that during trying to do this also has been very, very tough. A lot of people have lost their money, and to be sincere, we really mean bonds money. Not a lot of people, a lot of us have done that. We've seen a lot of things in the past. We've gone through a lot of things in the past whereby we lose money for, for platforms that claims to help us at least double our money or probably give us some percentage monthly in the name of ROI. So, gone are those days. If that is exactly what is your obstacle or your complaint, then you complain no more. You don't dwell or you don't dwell on the past because the present has a lot for you and the present has changed. We don't need to give platforms your money again. You can, make profit on the internet without you involving another platform with your money or without you giving any platform your money. Gone are those days when they promise us 1%, 0.5% per day on our income. Gone are those days. So we don't need them any longer. We don't need them any longer. So don't lose your present to your past because past has gone. And no matter how much you feel, no matter how you feel, no matter how depressed or how angry you are, nobody cares. Everybody would have moved on apart from you. Like I said, last year I had issues with a platform that changed their system just because they feel like they've had us enough. And I was dwelling, really, really dwelling, saying, fighting myself. I feel bad. I feel angry. But the funniest thing is everybody moved on apart from me. You realize everybody's in another one sheet or the other. They decide to even retry what bumps them all over again, and we keep trying. So everybody would move on. So you also need to move on because that must not be an excuse for your failure. Thank you. So we move into our topic for today, which is cryptocurrency. And when you talk about cryptocurrency, you mean crypto money because currency simply means money. So crypto money. So no matter what, or they say, this is just purely money in a layman language. So crypto money. So money is the most important thing. And if you look at the trend of money, the evolution of money, you realize that it starts from barter to gold to coin to paper notes. Then we have our ATM cards, and now we are having the crypto currency itself. Then you keep asking yourself, during this process, whenever there is going to be a transition from one currency to the other, you realize that a lot of people will come and manipulate you because they know you are yet to understand the new money in town. So they will come around, manipulate you, try and get that money out of you, or try and extort you, or try and scam you. just try as much as possible to just at least use that platform as a means of enriching themselves, whether good or bad. But majorly, those bad people are always out there doing their things. So you need to empower yourself with the knowledge of this new money called cryptocurrency. You realize when even the paper note, when you have a new paper note, that means a reprint of the paper notes that you have, you realize that some people will go ahead and print the fake copy of it and try and spend it for you just to get just to take advantage of your inability to know the new paper notes. So talk less of those days when ATM was being released. You always see a lot of scams around it. A lot of scams came around it. So cryptocurrency also, because it is new, and we have a lot of people who understand this and who are at least manipulating people and trying to get their crypto or their money off them. So I keep asking a question. Yes, can you call money a scam? Can money ever be a scam? I don't think so. So if you don't think money can be a scam, crypto can never be a scam then. But the only thing is you can be scammed of your money, but money itself is not a scam. So you can be scammed of crypto, but crypto will never be a scam. So if you don't want to be scammed of the crypto of your crypto or of your money, you need to learn and earn crypto. That means you need to learn how it works, you need to understand it, and you need to also earn from it, make money from it. The Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. So if you don't get empowered with the accurate knowledge, you might get perished in the crypto world. So that is why you need knowledgeable people who are genuinely committed to educate you on crypto as a leader or a team member. So with this, we move into how to make money from crypto, or how to make money with cryptocurrency. Now, you can make money in a lot of ways. You can make money by trading, probably making use of spot trading, futures trading, arbitrage trading. You can make money from mining crypto. You can make money from airdrops. You can make money from what else again? Staking. You can make money from farming. You can make money from NFTs. You can make money from, we have a lot of ways of making money from the crypto or with the cryptocurrency. So that we'll be focusing on trading crypto in these presentations, and in this presentation, and how to trade crypto perfectly well. Then we have three types of trading, crypto trading. We have the spot. The spot is simply buying a currency and all, as in selling that currency when there is increase in the value of that currency. Like I said, crypto is money. So it's just like you have the US dollars and you store your money in US dollars. For example, in Nigeria last year, I think the US dollars was around 90 or 80 something naira per dollar. So, and this year presently now it's about 1,500 naira per dollar. So assuming you bought it last year, and you kept your money in dollar, that same paper note that you kept, last year, if you are to sell it back to naira right now, it is going to be times 2. So assuming you purchased $1,000 last year at 750 naira, today, if you are going to sell it, you'll be selling it at 1.5 naira. So one of the best things to do is always to earn and to keep your money in the global currency, which is dollars, or probably pounds and euro, but dollar is the global. It determines all. even the one that is greater than him, he also determines it. So the same thing in sport. All you just need to do is to buy one of the crypto coins, that is why they are coins, okay, crypto money, and hold and sell when you feel it has appreciated. And we have a lot of ways of doing this. We have a long time, that means buying and holding for a very long time, probably 6 months, probably 1 year, and so on. Bitcoin early last year was around something thousand, and right now it is around there is a dip and it's around 60,000. So probably you have made times two if you're doing that long journey. But within that long journey, there is always short trades. That means crypto coin does not maintain a straight line graph. They go on a zigzag. They go on a zigzag. There's always the high, the top. Even this year, the Bitcoin had been on 73,000 about 2 or 3 times. And that simply means you would have taken advantage of that up and down so many times. Probably you would have made more money than just holding for a very long time. And that is why we are here to teach you how to manipulate into the market and make little money while the coin is going up and down, up and down, up and down the trend. And at the long run, after a year, you would have made even times 2 or times 3 or times 4 of what you should have made if you just keep it on a hold. Just like it happens in the Naira also. There was a time when Naira went as good as going to 1,800 per dollar, and it came down to probably around 1,000 Naira per dollar. So if you had been trading forex and you're trading Naira dollar, you would have known how much you would have gotten from that. So we move to the next one, which is spot trading. Spot trading, I call it bet because you predict in in futures trading. Sorry, in futures trading you predict. I call it much of a bet. You predict whether a coin will go down or will go up. And when you predict whether it will go down or you go up, you also predict what percentage will it go up and what percentage will it come down. So that determines what you'll be making. If you predict that it's going to go 1% up, you make that 1% as interest. And if you predict that it goes 1% down, you make that 1% as interest. And that is not even all. You can also leverage. The system can give you the ability to trade times 10, times 20, times 50 of your money. That simply means if you have $100, you can always trade times 10 by trading $1,000, using it to bet that the coin is going up with 1%. And if you get that right, you will get 1% of $1,000. And $1,000, 1% of it, I think, is $10. So you just use your $100 to get $10. Probably you can predict, you can leverage 20x. Instead of using $1,000, you can use $2,000. Instead of using $2,000, you can use $50,000, and so on. There's leverage for you, but the more the leverage, the more the risk you're putting yourself into. And with that, you need to understand a lot of graphs, a lot of plots before you can trade that successfully. Or you need somebody that gives you signal, a healthy signal, a real signal. Otherwise, you blame yourself. But even at that, you still lose money some days. You lose, you gain, you lose, you gain, you lose, you gain, but try and gain more than you're losing. That's the principle they use those days, but not any longer, because we have a powerful robot that can trade for you and avoid those losses for you. The next one is arbitrage trading. This is the most popular one among novice, among the newbies. This is because there have been a lot of scams around this name. They give you a lot of platform and tell you, oh, it's arbitrage. Okay, put your money and let's give you ROI. There is nothing called ROI in arbitrage. So get that clear in case you're new in the system. There's nothing called ROI in arbitrage. Arbitrage simply means buying and selling. Buy from a particular place and sell in another place. for example, or you can even buy on a platform and sell on that platform. For example, you can buy USDT and sell to another person. You know, you buy from someone else, you sell to someone else. That is arbitrage. But the main arbitrage that we try to let people feel like it's from heaven is the arbitrage whereby you buy a coin in a particular place at a lower price and you go to another market, which is another exchange, and sell it on a little higher price. So that is arbitrage and it's not what you're used to. But in here, we'll be focusing on spot trading and probably futures trading. So we'll be focusing on the two. But as we're going, I wanted to understand that the crypto trading is not as simple as that, or does not used to be as simple as that. Bitcoin, or which is the leader of all coin, is a dancing coin, and all coins also are dancing coin because they have to catch the trait of their father and their leader, their mentor. What it does, they do more. You understand? You know, we always say that someone should be better, should be a better version of his or her parents, as in his parents or her parents. So when it comes to BTC, all coins are baby to BTC, and they will always behave like him and very, very more than him. So that's that. So what it does is it goes on a swing, it dances. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Even on the uptrend is always up, down, up, down. On the downtrend is always up, down, up, down. So this makes it very, very difficult for people to predict and to play around with. But in the past, we used what we call fundamental analysis to do this. That means we predict, we listen to ears, as in we listen to says around. We listen to events that is happening, and we use that as a means to predict what would happen in the market. For example, there seems to be war between a country and another country. You want to predict, like, okay, those people in that country, are they users of cryptocurrency? If they are users of cryptocurrency, there's going to be tendency that they will be selling it out in order to cope or not buying more and so on. If they are not users of cryptocurrency, you might just predict that, oh, their normal fiat currency will not be good for them to spend because there is war. They might be buying more of cryptocurrency. So you just want to predict how the market is, or you want to listen to an influencer or a whale in the system. Excuse me, a whale in the system, and you want to listen and check what they are saying also. These are fundamental analysis. So then the real one and the real very one, just a minute. Let me check if I could get water. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't put water around. Sorry. Okay, the real instrument for people who are very, very serious when it comes to crypto trading is called technical analysis, and this is real. Like, it's a real business. It's well, the word technical makes it even more hard because it is very, very technical. It is technical. With this, you have to sit with the system. You have to do a lot of training. You have to do a lot of trial and errors. You have to like try as much as possible just to predict the events of a coin. You have to like relate what happened in the past with what is going to happen in the present. For example, you might just realize that BTC recently went to 60,000 or probably 61,000 about 2-3 times, and it goes down again. Then you understand. So you want to like, okay, if to bounce up when it gets to this price, because it has done it about once or 2 or 3 times, or probably it would go more deep. That means it would reverse if it gets to this and this and this. And all these things are just permutations and probabilities. So it is not really, really that effective. But I keep telling people that it is not even we predicting. It is the trade listening to us. For example, those days, majority were playing technical analysis. So majority knew that, okay, BTC had bounced back in 60,000. So that simply means when it gets to 60,000, it bounced back. So everybody will be waiting for that 60,000 to do their buying or to do their selling. So because everybody is doing that, then it looks like the technical analysis is working. But here come a time whereby we have better ways of doing this. And this is coming with instruments that can help us to do all these things or to play around crypto trading without even doing all this. Because in technical analysis, you need to learn how to understand chart patterns, price actions, indicators, and trends. And this, just like you see them, they are very short, entry and exit. They seem very short, but they are very technical. To study chart patterns alone, it's something huge. And talk less of studying indicators and, crypto trend. It's not something that is just like that. And just 2 or 3 days ago, I was talking to someone in a group, and the person was predicting a reversal. And he says, there's going to be a reversal at this point. Then I said, but what about the candle? The candle is not indicating a reversal because we have a weak candle. That means we have the lower part. It ends at the lower part and it's weak. Let me just put it that way. So it's a weak candle. Then it says, well, let's see what will happen. But I feel it's going to reverse. So what I'm trying to say is, even with this study, you always realize that there is one that is antagonizing the other. So one would be saying yes, and the other one will be saying no. So it now depends on your instinct to just feel like, oh, this one would work better, probably from experience. And, instincts will always come in when you're good at something. But even when you're good at it, it does not authorize that you will win automatically. You will not even win automatically. So that is why we always have what we call stop loss. Stop loss is to accept little loss instead of losing all your capital. Instead of me losing $100, well, if I lose $40 or $30, then I'm cool, because I know that another day I would make it back. So it is about lose gain, but gain more than you're losing. The same factor works for what we call Forex, because it's just the same thing. One is trading the fiat and one is trading the crypto coins. So that's the difference. So now we don't need that anymore. We have what we call quantitative crypto trading. And when I say quantitative, I mean quantitative, the one we did in our elementary schools, the one we started. We call it quantitative analysis or quantitative aptitude, or what are they calling it now? So these are quantitative trading, when you just, pair up and do your math and realize that, okay, at the worst scenario, when this happens, you do this. When this happens, you do this. Before all this would happen, there's going to be a retracement and I'm going to win my money. So we have that, and that is being run by robots. Robots are automated machines that helps us trade quantitative analysis without looking at the market. You don't need to look at the market. All you just need to do is to choose your kind of coin, the kind of coin you want, and place it on quantitative crypto trading through robots. I mean, real, genuine robots. Robot that does not keep their money with you. Robots that does not keep your money with them. Sorry, that does not keep your money with them. Robot that allows you to have your own money by yourself. Robots that helps you trade your money in your own exchanger without removing your money. and robots that are not complicated. You understand? So those are the things that we use in trading crypto perfectly well now. And when you do one settings on the robots, you realize that that goes on for a year, 2 years without you even touching the robot again, if unless you decide to change your strategy for trading. And that comes to this powerful, wonderful robot that I'll be telling you about today. It is called uTrading. We have lots of robots before now, and we are still having more robots day by day. But this is powerful. It makes sense. It's the best I've seen. I've made use of robots. I'm not starting this niche with this kind of robot. In the past, I've at least done, tried and made use of at least not less than 3 robots before now. And this is the number one. This is the only robot that does not allow you to liquidate. And we also have the settings that play around that way. This is fully automated. That means you don't have to keep coming to the system. It is fully automated. It depends on you, the kind of system you want. You can trade the signals, the technical analysis that you need to stay with the system 24/7, to watch, predict, and still have your money messed up. It's something this system does more perfectly. Technical analysis, you have signals. When it comes to signals, people pay huge money annually for signals. We have it for free here. The system can trade directions for you by itself, and the system can also handle your trade without you even pressing anything than, please trade for me for 30 days, or trade for me for 60 days, 90 days, or trade for me for 15 days. Let me see. So these are things that we see in this robot. It is automated. And one of the best things that a robot should offer you is what this wonderful robot is offering you, allowing you to have access to your money. When we mean you having your money, you have what we call banks in the crypto world is called exchanger. You know, bank is where you put in your fiat money. But in the crypto world, where we put our crypto coins is called exchangers. That means where you can exchange one cryptocurrency for the other. So it is called exchangers. So that is where we put our money, and that is our private bank. We have our codes to it. It's just like you have your online bank. So that is our online bank, crypto bank. And the money you put there cannot be withdrawn by anyone, in exception of those who have your password and who have access to your phone or your email. Because even when they have access to your password, the login, there's still going to be a code that will be sent to you through text message or through email. So the person who is doing this must have access to your email before he can withdraw, or have access to your phone before the person can withdraw. Otherwise, they cannot withdraw your money. So that simply means if you're not given access to these robots to withdraw money, which is not even putting that as an option. So that simply means your money cannot be withdrawn, but the system, the robot, with your own agreement, would go in and buy and sell your crypto for you inside your exchanger, but cannot withdraw anything out of the exchanger. So that simply means when it is trading for you, it is trading for you in your exchanger. When it's making profit for you, the profit stays in your exchanger also. So that's how wonderful this is. And one other thing why I love this robot is because it is free to use. In the past, I have made use of a lot of robots. I purchased one for $150. I purchased one for $50. That was trading spot alone. I purchased one for $120. Those are robots I've used in the past. And I knew those days also we have one of $500 or $400, and we have a lot like that. So robots are not usually free. There's always going to be annual subscription. There's going to be annual subscription. And the annual subscription, after that, there is something we call gas in crypto. It is called transaction fee in the fiat world. Whenever you're making a transaction, there's going to be a transaction fee. So in the crypto world also, when you're making a kind of transaction, whether on the smart contract or from one exchanger to the other, there's going to be gas, there's going to be transaction fee. So for everything you do on the smart contract or in the crypto world, there's going to be transaction fee. So the only thing this robot requires for you is to postpay your transaction fee. That means deposit some money that the robot will be using for your transaction fee. And as it is trading for you, it will be deducting the actual amount from the money you deposited on the robot for transaction fee. And this will get exhausted, not expired. It will never get expired. It will get exhausted when you have made at least times 5 of your capital. I mean it when I said at least, because majorly you will make up to times 7 or more, depending on your take profits. You understand? But the minimum that would ever occur is times 5 of your capital. That is what would ever occur when you're making use of this robot. So as long as you come in with the list, which is $95 transaction fee, gas fee that you deposited there, that money that you deposited there will be exhausted after you have made, because when you deposit $95, it will give you $100 worth of gas fee. So when that's your $100 worth of gas fee will finish when you have made at least $500 as profit. And that is very, very fair. So how soon you make that profit is how soon you need to, pay more, or that money gets exhausted. It is how soon you make it that will determine when it will get exhausted. That's the bitter truth. So you can make that profit in a week, you can make it 2 days, and you can make it a year, you can make it 2 years, depending on your capital and depending on what strategy you're using and the concentration you're doing, or the kind of strategy you're using. Yes. So it is user friendly. When I mean user friendly, I really mean it. I've made use of a lot of robots that I would not even be able to explain to you because they are complicated. I don't know where to get started. I don't know which function to tell you. I don't know how to make you manipulate it. Fine, I might be able to use it, but duplication, trying to tell people about this robot seems too heavy and complicated. It becomes too complicated for newbies. Even when we are allowing you to manipulate another system of trading, instead of going through the technical analysis, the robot itself looks more like a technical analysis because it looks more like something else. You open the site, the robot itself, you see a lot of indications, indicators, and everything, and you feel like, no, where do I start from? So, but this is user friendly. It is very flexible to use. And one other thing is it supports both futures and spot trading. The robots I've used and I've seen would only trade one of the two, either trading futures or trading sports. But this allows you to trade futures and trade sports without subscription fee. And note, those ones that I said has subscription fee will still charge you transaction fee. So after you have made a subscription fee of $120, you will still pay the transaction fee then before you start looking for the capital to trade with. So at the long run, before you can make use of that kind of robot to trade $100, you would have to have at least probably $300. You have to put in $200, $100 probably on $120, $150 on the robot, then probably another gas fee of $90 or $100 before you can start thinking of what is my capital for trading. And that seems very, very unfair to traders, especially people with low capital. So this supports futures and supports sport, despite the fact that it is free. So risk control, yes. I made use of a robot last year. No, was it last year or 2 years ago? I think 2 years ago. That is 2022. I used a robot and I was trading. My wife gave me, I think, $300 or $400. I think $300 for trading. And, I was new in futures and I was playing around, robots. It has its way of making things simple because we're using quantitative analysis, but, the systems is very complex, but me, I drive in. So I was trading, and before you know it, I was able, between a month, thereabout, I was able to triple my money. I was having $300 became became then I think around $900, and I was happy. I was trading, and one fateful morning, all that money was gone. It went off, and that is because the risk control was not there. We were making that money because the volatility of coins at that time was high, and it was going in a uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Just one night before we wake up, there was a diversion to the downtrend, and it, went very, very deep. And we didn't plan for the deep. We were only trying to, survive and make money from the peak. So we didn't plan for the deep, and it went down and took all that money. And note, since then, I ran away from crypto trading, especially futures. Now, thank God for these wonderful robots that gave me courage to start trading futures, talk less of teaching futures. Okay, automated trading, you trade automatedly, and immediately you key into the system, you tell the system, please help me trade. I just want you to trade for me for the next 15 days, 30 days, or 90 days. Let me see what you can produce for me. And the system does that without liquidating. So then you talk about signals, you talk about technical analysis, you talk about subscribing to signals. You don't need that any longer because this robot is there for you to even give you signals if you prefer to trade signals. If you prefer to oh, this is a signal, let me quickly trade it. Well, it is there for you. Then we have the manual trade. I laugh when I see the word manual trade because the manual trade in uTrading is not manual trading. I keep wondering why they didn't put it like semi-manual or semi-automated or a little bit automated. Okay, manual trading in crypto, in uTrading simply means that you will be the one to manually choose the coins you want to trade. You want to choose the numbers of coins you want to trade, and you want to choose the parameters at which you want to trade those coins. Then you set it and you leave it to keep trading till you want to come back and rechange it. Because the destiny of your trade is in your hands, that is why they call it manual trading, that you manually set it. But the setting might only take you just 2 hours, I said 2 hours, just 20 minutes, or probably just for a newbie, just 30 minutes max, depending on the numbers of coins and you as a newbie not understanding the settings easily. Immediately you do that, you don't ever need to come back to the settings again until probably you just want to make some adjustment. Probably you want to add more coins or want to reduce some coins or want to change the amount you're using to trade and so on. So you might not need to be there again, but they call it manual. Just for that 30 minutes that you manually set it is why they call it manual. And this gives us an average of 1 to 20% daily, but I always want us to stick at the 1% and probably stick at 30% a month, because there will be days when the crypto world will be down and not going in your favor, and you realize that you might not be getting money for a day or two. But at the worst scenario, there's always going to be days that will cover up for those days that are not earning you. So minimum of 30% in a month, but we cannot predict the maximum because stuff happens in the crypto world. There's just going to be a day you wake up and you feel like you're not waking up to real life. You just feel like, let me sleep again and check if I'm still alive, because that is what crypto does. It will just surprise you just because you're on one coin or the other. You just realize that the magic comes in and you feel like, no, this is not happening. So that is how funny the crypto world is. Then if you're talking about making money from trading, then you look at this. This was snapshotted in on June 17. Okay, and you can see what people are making, $4,856 just in just trading, and you have $4,188 in trading, $3,400 in trade, and $3,379 in trade, and we also have $3,124 just trading crypto. Well, everyone has their capital. We don't know what capital they are using. We don't know their strategy. But what we are saying is people are really making that money, and the money stays with them in their exchanger. So I'm not here to come and give you that huge hope that you'll make 4,000, but it's possible to make it, especially with a good capital and with a good capital. And also, when the system just change and decide to, give us all celebrate Christmas in June or probably in July for us, you realize that it is very, very possible. But before this could be possible, you have to be part of it. I call this a career, but I tell people that you always get the opportunity in this career because opportunity comes when you are part of something. So when you are part of the crypto world, you realize one day you wake up and you thank God for that day you started trading crypto. That is certain. So especially when you listen to instructions. Okay, now we're talking about the exchanges that these particular robots support. It supports the best 10 exchanges in the world. And if you look at this, you have Binance, and you have Binance US, then you have OKX, you have Bybit, you have Bitgate, you have KuCoin, you have Bitfinex, you have KuCoin, you have Bitfinex, then you have HTX Global, that is Ubi, then you have Kraken, then you have Coinbase, you have Binex, then we are still expecting Gate IOI. So we are expecting it. So these are the best exchanges in the world, and these are the exchanges you can bind or put your money in and allow the system to trade for you inside. And if you want to ask me how genuine or how secure this robot is, then I'll ask you one simple question. How secure is Binance? How secure is OKX? How secure is Bybit? If these people are secure, they will not allow a kind of insecure application in their system, because number one, as much as you are scared of being scammed, they are also being scared of being scammed. They are not even checking it for you. They are checking it for two things. They will be checking this app for their own security purpose, so that their own account is not being manipulated, and it doesn't want to scam them of their own money. Then apart from that, their integrity is also very, very important. There are a lot of exchanges coming on every now and then trying to take the space. So they don't want anything that will come and disgrace them and allow people to take another exchanger as an option. So you're not expecting these to fail us. It is very, very secure. Now we're talking about how do I join? All you just need to do is to register with the link given to you by whoever invites you to this presentation. Then you download the app, then you log into the app, you buy your gas, then you bind your SEC to your uTrading. That means you buy your centralized exchange to your uTrading app, the ones we mentioned earlier on. Make use of any one of them, bind it to your uTrade app, then you set your trade. So just meet whoever brings you in to send you one video or the other on how to set your trades and avoid liquidation, especially when you're trading futures. So what are the UGAs you can purchase? You can purchase UGAs of $95 and you'll be given $100 worth of UGAs. And that is 10 or 5% discount. You can also purchase UGAs of $540, and this is going to give you 15% discount. Okay, the first one is 10% discount. No, it's 5% discount, sorry. Okay, and the second one is 10% discount. You'll be given 6,000 watts of UGAS. Okay, and then when you can also purchase 1,700 UGAS, and you get 2,000 watts of UGAS. That is 15% discount. You also can purchase 2,400 UGAS, and you'll be getting 3,000 watts of UGAS. That is 20% discount. Then you can also purchase 3,750 watts of UGAS. That is 25% discount. That makes you get 5,000 watts of UGAS. And I think the last one here is $7,000 worth of UGAS. That gives you 30% discount. And this would make you in as in this will give you 10,000 watts of UGAS. Then you want to ask me, how do I buy the UGAS? What determines the UGAS you want to buy? The amount you'll be trading will determine the UGAS you'll be purchasing. So if you're the one that wants to trade $1,000 below, then $95 worth of UGAS is okay. So we advise you to come in with $95 worth of UGAS. If you're going to be trading $1,000 or probably $2,000 and above, then you need to buy $540 worth of UGAS. If you're going to be trading $4,000 and above, $8,000 or probably $4,000, $15,000, then you can come in with $1,700 worth of UGAS. If you're going to be trading $15,000, probably to $50,000, then $2,400 worth of UGAS. Then if you are having a capital of $60,000, then you can come in with $3,750 worth of UGAS. Then if you're trading above $150,000, then you come in with $7,000 worth of UGAS. And this also determines the numbers of coins you can trade, especially when you're using the automated system. So that's that. Then another part which I love to tell people, especially those of us that are coming with 1,000 below, probably $2,000 below, and people who love to make more money by teaching others to make money, and you don't even need to practicalize the teaching. All you just need to do is to recommend a teacher for the person by inviting people to this Zoom and other Zooms around that we also have to learn how this crypto works, or probably send them videos on how this crypto works. You make good money from doing that, and you make it in percentage of whatever they are coming in with. And if you're coming newly, you're just a V0, which you'll be having no commissions for whoever you bring in. But instantly when you bring in 3 people, you become a V1, and a V1 will be earning 20% of whatever anybody is bringing in that chain. Then we move to V2, where you earn 30%. Then you move to V3, which is 40% and 10% indirect. Then you also, V4 will give you 50% and 10% indirect. Then V5 will give you 55% and also 25% indirect, 5 to 25% indirect. Then V6 will give you 60% and 5 to 25% indirect. So let's, how do we move to these accounts? How do we move to V6? How do we move to V5? How do we move to V4? As a beginner, when you get your first 3 people, it's a sacrifice to call yourself a leader in the system. Immediately you get your first 3 people, you become a V1 and you start earning percentage. So as a V1, to move to V2, you need 8 people. As a V2, to move to V3, you need 8 direct new people. As a V3 to move to V4, you need another 12 direct people. As a V4 to V5, you also need 20 direct people. And as a V5 to V6, you also need 30 direct people. And as a V5 and V6, you earn global income. That is passive income, whether you bring in somebody or not. So far you become a V5 and a V6, you start to make something every 90 days. 10% of whatever or whatever the global bonus is. That means 10% of 10% of our UGAS is kept aside for our V5 and V6, while 5% of it goes to V5 every 90 days, and the rest 5% also goes to V6 and the next, as in the same after 90 days. So the last one, I think V6 was earning $1,200 dollars, while V5 was earning about 200 and something dollars in the last global dividends that was distributed. And one thing we realize is every 90 days there is always more than 100% in the amount these people are earning, because every 90 days more people, more awareness, more gas fee are always committed into the system, and people are making more money from the global dividends. So withdrawing, the question is, what are we withdrawing? If you're talking about withdrawing, what are we even withdrawing? Number one is your trade runs on your exchanger. So you are not expected to withdraw anything. So because your profit and your capital is in your exchanger. But if you choose to promote this opportunity, then from the gas fee that we are paying, you are expected to be compensated in this percentage above. So this money that we are talking about, you can withdraw it instantly, anytime, as much as possible in a day. For example, I made $20 now, I withdraw. I make another $20 in the next 2 hours, I can withdraw again. And the minimum you can withdraw is just $1. And this money goes to you. It goes to you, sorry. And this money goes to you instantly, like instantly. Instantly, it goes to you instantly. In just 4 minutes, it's with you. So, from experience, what are people making from promoting this opportunity? What are people making from promoting this opportunity? Let's check. This is 6/17/2024. That means 17th of June 2024. In 30 days direct earning. That means what somebody makes directly from his own effort. You can see the first one is 29,687 US dollars. And this person is just a V5, not even a V6. Then the next person there is $3,861, and that person is a V4. $3,758 is a V3, you can imagine. So whatever you do, you earn in the percentage. The percentage we are talking about, see how it is compounding and making real sense in terms of money. So we have $1,890, and this person is a V4. Okay, $1,702, a V5. Another V5, $1,623, then $1,560, also a V4. So as a V4, a V3, you can make real money in this referring or probably team building, or I call it teaching. Teaching people and earning from teaching them the best bots in town and how flexible they can trade cryptocurrency without studying all unnecessary graphs. Then we also have indirect bonuses, what they earn from the indirect effort. That means somebody they bring that brings in their trade is also making people earn. And you can see 8,836 US dollars by V5, $8,152 by another V5, and we have $6,360 by a V6. We have $4,840 US dollars by V5, and also $4,583 by V6. And you see a V3 is also in the system, earning $4,301. And we also have another V3 who earns $3,990. So it is not till you get to the peak that you make all these huge amounts of money. It's by your team, it's by your effort. So, and here comes to this tree, and in a simple form, because of our time, I'll just tell you that if you can bring in 10 people, that brings in 10 people each, and that also brings in another 10 people each, and you bring in 10 people each. That means if you can duplicate 3 people in just 4 levels, that means you bring in 10, sorry, you duplicate 10 in 4 levels, you bring in your first 10, and your 10 brings in 10, then your 10 also, as in the 100, brings in 10, and the 1000 brings in 10. If you can do this, this is not less than $95,000 for you. But in my actual calculation, on which we cannot actually calculate, this is based on $95, $95 and gas fee. Some will pay more, you understand. And apart from that, the bonuses you get, it differs from the level which that person is from you. But in a simple mathematics, the least you can ever think of is $95,300. And I know that this can take you just to a level of $150,000. That's the sincere truth. And this could be done in 5 weeks, but I would not even want to make it that 5 weeks. Let's say you acquire 2 months for one step. For you to bring in 10 people, it took you 2 months. Fine. And for them to be able to work with them together to bring in their own 10, it takes another 2 months. Okay. For them, for the 100 to bring in their own 10 takes another 2 months, or probably another 4 months. So that is going to take you, if you can do this within just 5 months, or probably 10 months, or probably a year, is it not good? And let's talk about the money. For example, assuming you don't know what it means, I know the first thing you think of is the money itself, like the work that is involved. Now, what work would be involved in $95,000 that doesn't make sense or doesn't worth it? In Nigeria, where I am, this is multiplied by 1,500 average right now. I know that this is above even 1,500 at this time. But let's say 1,500 at this time. This is 142 million naira at this time. So if can't you put in that effort that will make you, pass that, as in change the lifestyle of your next unborn generation? For example, if you can make this, the momentum is just 1 year. If you can make $150,000, $95 we're still talking about, but I know it is more than $150,000. But $95,000 in just 1 year, don't you think that this money can change the scope, can change the writing of your entire family and the one that is yet to be born? I'm not talking about this money alone, because if you have this money, that means you've been liberated. A lot of other businesses will come in, and even this business that we are talking about, you do it perfectly well. You'll get a good room, a good place where you teach people professionally. When people love it when the person that is teaching them, carries that weight. When you come into a seminar, you look very good. You look very, very kept. You understand? You look very matured. You are in your millions. And the way you talk will be different. The way you do things, the way you respond will be different. Don't you think this alone can liberate you? Can take you to the next level that will take care of 2 to 3 generations to come. And the best way to do this is to generate this money in a very short period of time. That means you need momentum, you need energy. Just generate it in not less than a year, and you'll see what will become your life. And let me inform you, this will probably earn you more than $150,000, and that is 22 sorry, 225 million naira in naira. So what are you thinking of? So what is your excuse? Do you think it's not your thing? It has never been anybody's thing. It is we trying to look for a means to break that yoke and move to the next level. The yoke will not be broken unless you put in, force, and you put in enough good vibes, energy, the right energy. Until you put that into it, it will not be broken. So thank you very much. This comes to the end of this presentation, but I would love to tell you that time not money. So time is money. Money is time. So you need to come in first and decide what you want to do. Your trading will earn you not less than 30% of your trading capital monthly, and this can surprise you at any time. Do you really want to wait for the surprise and stay calm with little, or do you also want to earn more from the teaching aspect, the team building aspect? It is left to you. You can decide to do the team building alone. You can decide to trade alone, and you can embrace the two together. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening to this presentation. Let me check so that we check if we can take questions. So who is online with me? Wow, Cash Queen is online with me. Hello, ma. Good evening, ma. Thanks for coming. Hello, ma. Are you there? Are you safe? As in, are you where you can talk? Then, if you have any question, please drop your question so that we take your question. Then I leave. Okay, I am on the road, can talk. Okay, thank you, ma. Okay, thank you, ma. Yeah, thanks, Prince, for this great presentation. I'd like you to do a video on how to do. This is we have our, what do we call it? Our members presentation, and probably we'll be doing that very soon. But I think I have a high. Okay, well, agreed. Okay, I'll work on that. I'll work on that. Okay, thank you, sir. Great presentation. Looking forward for more. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we are getting more of compliments than questions. So I love you all. Thanks for joining this Zoom meeting. I say God bless. Take care. Bye.